The recently elected councillor decided to drive tipsy mum Kathy Beale, Gillian Tailforth, home from Vicky Fowler's Alice Haig, and Ross Marshall Alex Walkinshaw wedding. In a good mood following an eventful day of will they won't they where the bride and groom were concerned, Kathy proceeded to play about with the radio in Ian's car before accidentally spilling a plate of nibbles she'd taken with her all over the new motor. Ian was distracted by his mum's behavior as he reversed out of his parking space, with a subsequent sound confirming that he'd struck something with the back of his vehicle. He reckoned it was simply the bins nearby, but little did he know that he'd knocked down Jordan. Jordan was attending the wedding with mum Chelsea Fox, Sarah Abrahams, who was frustrated when various Square residents called out her son's behavior. After giving him a telling off, Chelsea was grateful when Josh Goodwin, Joshua Vaughn, offered to look after him for a while so that she could enjoy a drink and a dance with Zach Hudson, James Farrar. But after Jordan interrupted a potentially romantic moment between her and Zach, Chelsea told her son to go back inside of the marquee, refusing his request to use her phone. Jordan walked off and later got struck by Ian's car. Brand new pictures reveal what happens next as Ian and Kathy arrive back to number 45 Albert Square in good spirits after a successful day. Kathy tells Ian how proud she is of him that he was voted councillor, even though she voted for the opposition. But what proves to be a nice moment between the two is interrupted by a knock on the door. Ian answers to find blue lights illuminating the square as police officers stand on his porch, wanting to question him about Jordan. More and more information comes to light and Ian realizes that he could be set to lose everything. Is Ian going to go to jail? And what's more, will Jordan pull through? Walford is about to be rocked by one of its most explosive storylines, yet as Ian Beale finds himself at the center of a police investigation, while young Jordan fights for his life. The drama begins on what should have been an ordinary day in Albert Square. Residents are busy with their usual routines when a frantic scream cuts through the air. Moments later, Jordan is discovered unconscious following a shocking incident that leaves the entire community stunned. As panic spreads, emergency services rush to the scene. Family members watch helplessly as paramedics desperately work to stabilize Jordan before transporting him to hospital. The atmosphere is tense, with nobody knowing whether he will survive. News travels fast around Walford, and speculation immediately begins. How did Jordan end up in such a critical condition? Was it a tragic accident? Or is there something far more sinister going on? The answer may lie with Ian. For weeks, Ian has been struggling to keep several secrets buried. While he has tried to present a calm and collected front, viewers know that pressure has been mounting behind the scenes. Arguments, threats and growing tensions have placed him in an increasingly difficult position. Now those problems appear to have finally caught up with him. As detectives begin piecing together the events leading up to Jordan's collapse, Ian's name repeatedly surfaces during their investigation. Witnesses claim they saw him near the scene shortly before the incident occurred, while others reveal details of recent confrontations that could paint him in a very damaging light. Before long, a police car arrives in Albert Square. Residents gather outside as officers make their way directly towards Ian. The normally confident businessman is visibly shaken when they ask him to answer questions regarding Jordan's condition. The sight sends shockwaves through the community. Some neighbors are convinced Ian must be hiding something. Others refuse to believe he could be involved in anything that would place a child's life in danger. As rumors spread, friendships are tested and loyalties begin to fracture. Meanwhile, the situation at the hospital grows increasingly desperate. Jordan remains in a critical condition, with doctors working around the clock to save him. His loved ones keep vigil at his bedside, praying for a miracle. Every update from medical staff leaves them fearing the worst. The emotional strain proves unbearable for many family members, particularly as questions surrounding what happened remain unanswered. Back in Walford, Ian's problems continue to escalate. Police uncover new evidence that appears to contradict parts of his statement. Although Ian insists he has done nothing wrong, investigators become increasingly suspicious. The possibility of an arrest looms large, and for the first time, even some of his closest supporters begin to doubt him. As the investigation intensifies, Ian finds himself isolated. Old enemies seize the opportunity to turn public opinion against him, while friends struggle to separate fact from speculation. The pressure becomes immense and cracks begin to show. Could Ian really be responsible for what happened to Jordan? Or is he being set up by someone determined to destroy him? The mystery deepens when a surprising witness comes forward with information that could change everything. Their account casts doubt on the leading theory and suggests another person may have been involved on the night of the incident. Suddenly, the case is thrown into chaos. Detectives race to verify the new claims, but time is running out. Jordan's condition remains critical, and the entire square anxiously awaits news from the hospital. For Ian, the stakes couldn't be higher. If evidence continues to mount against him, he could face devastating consequences. His reputation, his relationships, and even his future in Walford hang in the balance. Yet if he is innocent, proving it may be more difficult than ever. As the truth edges closer to being revealed, viewers can expect emotional confrontations, shocking revelations, and plenty of classic EastEnders drama. One thing is certain: the aftermath of Jordan's collapse will change lives forever. With police closing in and Jordan fighting for survival, Ian's world is on the verge of collapse. Whether he emerges as a guilty man or the victim of a cruel misunderstanding remains to be seen. But as Walford holds its breath, it feels like everything Ian has built could be about to come crashing down. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to EastEnders Spoilers Official.